Hi everybody, it's Dave here from David UK Tools up there. So here's your weekly update for Saturday the 14th of March of 2026 for anybody who is visiting London, or anybody who's thinking of visiting London, or anybody who's just interested in London, which is an incredibly interesting place. And don't forget to wait just a few minutes for the money saving tip at the end. Oh, so the big event coming up now is St. Patrick's Day. So although St. Patrick's Day isn't actually to the 17th in 3 days' time, most of the celebrations are going to be in London. They're going to be tomorrow, that's Sunday. And there's going to be a big parade, and that's starting at 12 o'clock at Hyde Park Corner, and it's going all the way to Trafalgar Square. And at Trafalgar Square, there'll be a festival there with all sorts of things, all things Irish. And the parade is going to be really great. They're going to have lots of floats, bands. Of course, they're going to have Irish dancers as well. So that's going to be a really entertaining and exciting thing to go along and see. So if you can get down to that route, I'll put the link for all the details on that. And then to go to the festival afterwards at Trafalgar Square will be such fun. So if you're interested in some other things, there's something called the Boars Head ceremony. And that's happening in the City of London. They have lots of these sort of ancient ceremonies in the City of London because of their history. And this ceremony goes back to 1343, when the Mayor of London gave the butchers of the City of London somewhere to get rid of all their bits and pieces that they've been chopping off when they're making animals for food. And they were so grateful that they paraded a model boar's head through the City of London. And that's, again, you can go and see that. I've been doing that for the last 700 years, and that's going to be on Wednesday the 18th of March. I'll put a link in where it's starting, exactly the times and things, if you'd like to go along to that, if that interests you. On a totally different subject, the Stitch Festival, which it is what it sounds like. It's all things sewing, knitting and embroidery and things like that. And it's going to be running from the 19th to the 22nd of March at the Business Design Centre, and that's in Islington, just very slightly to the sort of northeast of London, but still pretty much in the centre and easy to get to, very easy to get to actually on the tube. Again, I'll put the link for all this down below. And if you go along there, as far as the sewing and knitting and embroidery, there'll be lots of workshops, live demonstrations and catwalks, and no doubt they'll have lots of things on sale as well if you're into that sort of thing. Wonderful. And then on again, totally different subject, going back to the Second World War, obviously where London was the subject to bombing, called the Blitz, mainly in 1940 and running into 1941. And at the Imperial War Museum, which I'd thoroughly recommend, really interesting place. They're starting exhibition on the 20th of March next week, and it's an art exhibition, and it's all around. It's called Beauty and Destruction, and it's the art of artists who were in London during the Blitz, doing their paintings around that, and incredibly interesting. So please go down to the Imperial War Museum and see that, and see all the other wonderful exhibits they got in the Imperial War Museum. Okay, I think that pretty about covers most of the things that are on in London coming up. Hope you enjoyed that. Not forgetting your money saving offer. And this one's free churches. So London has got so many churches. Some of the churches, there was a Great Fire of London in 1666, and many of the churches were burnt down, but they weren't all burnt down, and some of them are still with us. But there was a big building bonanza, I suppose you might call it, after the Great Fire of London. And there was an architect called Sir Christopher Wren, and in fact he built St Paul's Cathedral, but he also built many other churches. They're all called Wren churches, so they were built in the decades after the Great Fire, and there's lots of them around London, and I'll put the link into that. And the vast majority of them are free, and you can go in and have a look around these beautiful and wonderful and historic churches. So hope you enjoyed all that, and if you did, then please feel free to like and subscribe, and it'd be lovely to see you in London sometime soon. You take care now. Bye bye.